my name is Kira Walker and welcome to my channel. This video is about potty training. So my 3-year-old is currently undergoing potty training at the moment, and I did some research, watched YouTubers, trying to get as much information as I possibly can how I could make the potty training process easy. I wanted to be done in 2 days, and I think the more knowledge I was taking in, the more I was dreading the process. Now my eldest, I couldn't even remember potty training her. It was just, she took to it so easy. All I can remember is that I put her on the potty and I did not like the thought of having to get rid of number 2, flushing it, cleaning the potty out. It really grossed me out, and I put her straight onto the toilet. She took to it and that's it, job done. It was that simple with my eldest. But then there is a 13 years gap between my eldest and my youngest, so you know I'm getting really rusty, and the second time I decided to look it up, see how things should be done. And there's great advice out there, like how to pick up the sign when your toddler is ready to be potty trained, and they all are good advice, and what equipment to get, what entertainment you could use, what learning tools you could use to help that process, and there are good information out there. But what happens if your kid, like mine, is on his 4th week potty training and you're thinking, what am I doing wrong? I applied all these principles, and the blogging channel is saying to me, you'll be done in 4 days, you'll be done in 5 days. That's not 5, but 5 days. Or some actually, disclaimer saying it'll be done in 1 day. So I'm obviously concerned about how long it's taking, to a point where, you know what, I have no choice but to go at a speed that Jamie's ready. He didn't actually have any signs. He didn't tell me that he was uncomfortable. He's happily sit there in his wee and his poo and not have me change him. He can't hold it in. So there was no obvious sign, and I started to feel a little bit of pressure when Jamie turned 3 to get him potty trained, because when we go to children's party, I didn't see anybody within his age group wearing a nappy anymore. So I did feel like, well, I didn't get any sign from my son, but everybody else in his age group are out of nappies. So I'm like, we're gonna have to try and do this whether he's ready or not. And we're going on holiday next month, and we really need him to be out of nappy. When we started, we had so many accidents. Like within an hour and a half, he would like have an accident 3-4 times. It was exhausting. I armed myself with a carpet cleaner and a Dettol spray, and we used to go through that, and we're still going through that like no end. It's a must-have product. When you have your baby, your must-have product is a nappy and a wet wipe. At the moment, my must-have product is a carpet cleaner and Dettol. It's constantly has to be available, otherwise I panic. He's not in, so I started properly potty training him about a month ago. So yes, we're coming into our 4th week now, where I picked a week where I knew it wasn't going to be a crazy week. The weather was going to be nice. My husband was going to be home from work. Try to have it as less stressful environment as I possibly can. And I got him to pick out his pants, what pants he wanted to wear, make it all exciting, make a massive deal out of it. He went straight on the potty and did a wee the very first time, and I thought, oh, you know, this is going to be like Alicia, it's going to be so easy. And I think it was just luck. It was just that we put him on the potty at the right time and he just did a wee, and after that it was somebody calling me going, Jamie, wet himself. So it did not understand why it's taking so long compared to my first child. And I think what I'm starting to realise now is that some children, if this is yours, do not worry about it, do not obsess over it, because it can be a long process. Jamie still doesn't tell me when he wants a wee. This is what he says when I ask him if he needs a wee. Jamie? Jamie, you want a wee wee?
No.
You've not had a wee wee for a while. You want a wee wee? Wee wee? On the potty?
I don't like wee on the potty.
To realise that he's always going to say no to me, even though he needs to go. So now I just put him on the potty and do good practice, like when he gets up in the morning, first thing we do is put him on the potty, and he always does a wee. And if he has gone through a couple hours without going to the toilet, I'll ask him to go to the toilet. Before we step out the house, I'll make sure he does a wee wee. At any place that has the toilet, I make sure that I take him to the toilet. Whether he does one or not, it does not matter. It's the fact that you keep practicing and practicing and taking them. Wait for, I wouldn't say even wait for 5 minutes, just wait for a couple of minutes, because if they need to go, they will go. And yeah, so I stopped stressing about it and just kept doing that. And now we still have accident. Yesterday he did a number 2 twice in his pants, you know, happily playing still. I had no idea that he did one until it was too late. So we are still getting accident, but it's not as often, you know, as 3 to 4 times a day. Now it's like some days we don't have any accident at all. And yesterday, you know, twice number 2, that was not a good day. And today we haven't had any accident at all. Being consistent is really important, and I think that's one thing I wasn't really doing, is being consistently. Once you start, you need to carry on. So don't stop and make excuse like, but I need to go out, I need to, you know, I've got this plan this day. Carry on with the potty training, but also time to, it's not giving yourself a bit of a break. For example, we went for a day out and the journey was about 40 minutes. I was really worried because he's never travelled anywhere for 40 minutes in a car without his nappy. I did it, I took him there, he didn't wee, but there was a lot of things going on and the toilet wasn't closed, and he had an accident while we were there. I took spare clothes with me. I did take one nappy with me as a backup. That was really risky, by the way. But I thought, no, I'm going to put his nappy on, because he's not yet at the stage where he's telling me he wants a wee. And when he is, I can't get to the toilet unless you carry a potty around with you. In some environment, it's just, you know, it's not realistic and it's not appropriate to, you know, whack a potty out and then your kids go on it. So really, if you have to put a nappy on, you know, use a pull-up, so it's still like a pants, and then it comes off as soon as they get home. Yeah, so my advice is that if you have to go use a pull-up, use a pull-up, if that's what you need to do. And at the moment, it's working better if I take him to the toilet. He doesn't know how to pull his trousers down and his pants down. Yeah, I'm having to do that for him. I actually tried leaving him once with his trousers and his pants down and saying, no Jamie, you pull your pants up, and he just walked around the house with his trousers still down his ankle until I actually put it up for him. So he hasn't still grasped the aspect of I need to pull my pants down, I need to pull it up. One time he ran to the potty. He actually ran to the potty and went, Mummy, I need to do poo-poo, I need to do poo-poo. And he sat on his potty, but he didn't pull his pants down, his trousers and his pants down. And you know, I couldn't get mad at him for that. You know, the fact that he actually felt like he needed to go and run to the potty was a massive step. And also give yourself a break, because like, don't focus on the things that they're not doing, focus on the things that they are doing. So if I really look at what Jamie is doing, you know, he ran to the potty, he's going to the potty, or he's going to the toilet. So that's a massive deal. And but if you're taking a lot longer than 4 days, weeks like myself, is normal. It's absolutely normal. And some kids just take it longer than others, you know. I wish Jamie was like my first kid. No, he's gonna take time. He wants his mum to do everything for him. So, and also I think it takes a lot longer for boys than girls. I think you could start a lot earlier with girls, and boys seem, and there's an extra step with boys, right? The first step is getting them used to the potty, and second step would be getting them used to pulling their trousers down, pulling it back up. Third is getting them to get used to the wiping themselves, which I'm not looking forward to. And I think fifth is like getting boys to stand and have a wee and not sit down to have a wee. I don't know, some boys may, or some of you may have already got your little one to stand and have a wee. I find it much easier if they sat down. You know, and not having a boy before, I asked my husband, I'm like, am I supposed to hold his winky? What am I supposed to do with boys? I had no clue how to start potty training a boy. So yeah, this extra step, and I think it's more difficult to potty train a boy than it is the girl. And we will get there, you know, and this phase, this part of his life will be all forgotten. So my advice is, don't worry about it, you will get it done. He's not going to be in his nappy forever. The important thing is just keep trying, keep being consistent, keep being persistent, and try and make it fun. And it's a longer process than 4 days. That's okay. I hope this video makes you feel better, or has given you some insight to all the struggles and problems that I've had. And please subscribe and visit my other videos. Thank you. Bye bye.